My name is James, and this is Convo, encouraging conversations that matter. You know what? Every single May of the year, we talk about mental health because at Convo, we value mental health. To help us advance this conversation, I'm not alone. I'm with Dr. Frida. Frida, please say hi.
Hi, my name is Frida, and I'm delighted that you could join us for this conversation. This is an important conversation that we have every year, as
Yeah.
James has said, because mental health is very, very important to us at Convo.
Perfect. They say that there's no physical health without mental health.
Yeah.
What do they mean when they say that?
What that means is when you look at the WHO definition of health, they
Yeah.
define health as a state of well-being of the. They define it as being whole physically,
Yes.
spiritually,
Yes.
socially,
Uh-huh.
and mentally. So what that means is you
Yes.
cannot say that you're healthy when you're not mentally healthy. The
Uh-huh.
same way
Uh-huh.
you cannot take mental health out of that equation and
Yes.
say that now because you are fit physically,
Yes.
you're whole
Uh-huh.
spiritually and socially, you're healthy.
Yes.
So I think that's why they say there's no
Uh-huh.
health without mental health.
Perfect. And you know what? I think in our community, I think the issue or the conversation around mental health has really been stigmatized.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's because people lack awareness what mental health is, or we look at the extreme cases of mental health and we label that. Why do you think the conversation around mental health is so important in
I think
today's world?
Yeah, I think we've come a long way. It's
Yes.
important to acknowledge that we've made some progress as a country, as a continent, globally. We've made progress
Yes.
when it comes to mental health. But I think the issue when it comes to stigma,
Yes.
the main issue is there's still very little understanding about what mental health is, about what mental illnesses are.
Yes. Yes.
And then when you look back, you'll find out that, especially in our continent and in our country,
Yeah.
mental illness is still associated with witchcraft, sin.
Yes.
We are not saying that those cannot cause
Yeah.
such
Yeah.
issues,
Sure.
but the fact that we have not embraced the conversation fully, we are still, I think, walking on eggshells when it
Yeah,
comes
sure.
to mental health.
Sure.
The other thing I think makes the stigma worse is that when you look at where we are coming from,
Yeah.
and when you try to have this conversation with people, you realize that it's easy to talk about diabetes.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
when you tell someone look out for symptoms,
Particular symptoms.
symptoms,
Yeah.
they can relate
Yes.
because it's something they are experiencing physically. It's
Uh-huh.
something they can see with their eyes and they can feel.
Yes.
And it's disturbing them. But when you talk about mental health, it's
Yes.
not very easy to look at someone and just by looking at them say that this one is struggling from
Yes.
bipolar or this one has schizophrenia. It's something that you have to be deliberate, intentional. You have to be aware
Yes.
of the
Yes.
symptoms for you to pick them out. So mental illness and mental health is unseen. That's why it's very, very important that we have this conversation.
Yes.
Because we are giving a voice to what is unseen and unspoken.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think mental health right now is more like a pandemic.
It is.
So many people
It is.
struggling with
Yeah,
mental
if,
health.
if you look at the statistics, I think we were looking at the statistics with you the other day. It says that in our country,
Yes.
1 in 4 people
Yes.
are struggling with a mental illness. That
Yes.
means at any one point, if you have 4 people seated together,
Yes.
one person among those 4 has a mental illness.
Wow. And I like the fact that people are now woke.
Yeah.
To an extent that people are saying, I can tolerate a boss who is toxic.
Yeah.
I mind my mental health more
Yeah.
than actually that job. And I think that is important, that people are understanding how important our mental health is and how it actually affects our whole well-being and in any other areas of our lives.
Yeah, when they define mental health, they say that a person who is mentally healthy is a person who is able to realize their own abilities. That person is able to cope with life stressors.
Yes.
There are people who get, like in life, you go through stressful life
Of
events,
course.
of course.
Yes.
But your ability to bounce back.
Yes.
If you're mentally healthy, you're able to bounce back from whatever life throws at you. Yeah. Then a person who is mentally healthy is able to live a productive life.
Yes.
They're not just existing. They're not just waking up every day.
They're productive.
Yeah, they're productive. So mental health will affect the way that you think. It will affect the way that you behave.
Yes.
And it also affect the way that you feel. That's why we cannot ignore mental health.
Yes, and I think also it affects the way we relate.
Yeah, sure.
And sometimes it's so easy to alienate yourself when you're feeling depressed or when you're feeling anxious.
Yes.
You can alienate yourself from other people.
Absolutely.
And so it really affects how we also communicate with each other and how we relate as people.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so important. And you know what? As Convo, because we said in the beginning that we do value this conversation around mental health. And that's why we came to you with this video, to just tell you how important your mental health is. And we're not just stopping there. This May, we have so much lined up for you. And Frida, there are so many things that we're planning.
Yeah. We have quite a lot at Convo.
Yes, I would love to involve more people like you who is watching us in what we're doing.
Yeah. So, you know, the theme for the year globally for mental health awareness is movement.
Movement, yes.
And the reason I really like the theme is because at least all the years that we've done mental health awareness campaigns, there's nothing that we've done that involves someone
centers on the person.
Yeah, like taking action. Yeah, so because movement requires one to take action.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this year's theme is movement, and as you can see, we are moving for our mental health in 2024.
Move for your mental health.
Yeah. So at Convo, we're having something that we are calling the Work It Out Challenge.
Yes.
And we wanted to do this so that we can create awareness, and as we said, voice out what is unspoken. Yeah. So we are inviting each and every one of you to join the movement.
Oh, sure.
So here's what we're going to do. James is going to explain what the Work It Out Challenge is and how you can register.
Participate. Wow, amazing. You know, what we want to do is that we want to create more awareness, and we want to involve you in creating more awareness. So what you're saying, and we have Frida has explained that the theme is around movement. What are you doing? How are you moving for your mental health? Some people maybe dance.
Yeah.
Other people go to the gym just to release tension and, you know, feel good. Other people go for swimming. You know, other people just take bikes and do cycling. Some people go hiking, you know, and even marathon. So what you want to do? What do you love doing? Just a way to, you know, release some tension, just feel good when you're stressed, when you're feeling like you are anxious. Which activity, which action, which kind of movement do you take? Said swimming, would love you to just record yourself doing that particular activity. If you're cycling, record yourself cycling. If you're doing swimming, talk to us about swimming and how it actually helps you. Share with that video. And what you're saying, Frida, is if you share that with us, your video, you're gonna share it on our social platforms, and we're gonna, we're gonna involve you. The video that will get more likes, we're gonna give the winner some a hamper.
At the
a
end
nice
of May.
package for at the end of the May.
Yeah.
So are you joining us?
Yeah, and I think it's important to say, because anytime you talk about movement
Yes.
and exercise,
Yes.
when someone tells you that you need to start exercising, the thing that comes to mind is, gosh, I need to be serious. I need, you know, it looks like a daunting task.
Yes.
And then when you tell someone with mental illness
Yes.
to exercise, it's even more daunting, because sometimes for people who are struggling with their mental health, even getting out of
the
bed
house is an issue.
is an issue. So now you're telling them to exercise. What do you mean? It's going to become but what we are doing at Convo, we are helping you find your movement. We are saying exercise doesn't have to be daunting. It doesn't have to be something that you have to really think about. We want you to find the thing that you love. If it's dancing, swimming, jogging, cycling, you know, music, if it's art therapy. The movement you're talking about is not just physical.
It's also mental.
It's also mental.
Kind of yes, like journaling.
You
know, like
meditating.
You know.
Breathing exercises.
Exactly. Yes.
Things like that.
Just to calm yourself down.
Yes. So once you find your movement, then you record a video, 2 to 3 minutes.
Yes, at least 90 seconds, 1 to 2 minutes.
Share with us. Then that video will go to our platforms. And if you can engage more people, you'll win an award, as James is saying.
Yes, the video that has more likes or views, you're going to win a package, a hamper from Convo. Yes, and that will be exciting. It will be really exciting to involve you in this particular campaign. Let's just spread the word out there. Let people understand that by walking or by taking an action, movement, they can actually improve their mental health. Did you say that actually exercise kind of reduces the cases for dementia?
Yeah, there's actually studies that have been done about exercise and how it benefits your health.
Yes.
And I know we are focusing on mental health,
Yes.
but exercise benefits your health in
In so
general,
many ways.
in so many ways.
Yes.
Exercise helps you alleviate anxiety. You feel better when you exercise.
Oh, yeah.
There's release of neurotransmitters like serotonin, so it improves even your sleep. So if you're struggling to sleep, you can
Yes.
consider some form of
Exercising,
exercise. Exercise also helps. Let me say this: May is also Stroke Awareness
Oh, yeah.
Month. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So there have been studies done about how walking reduces the chances of one getting a stroke. So we encourage people to do brisk walking every day, 2 kilometers at least, and that reduces the chances of one getting a stroke by a certain percentage.
Wow.
Yeah, it also reduces the cases of dementia and Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
So exercise in general helps you become healthier.
Yes.
So once you start moving, the more you move,
Yes.
the better.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So anytime you're feeling like you can move out, sorry, you can move out of your house because you're feeling down, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling, a panic, all those things. Probably the only thing that you need is to step out and do some movement.
Yeah, even take an evening walk. It doesn't have to be complicated.
Exactly. And so that's our message. That
Yeah.
we're encouraging you just to move for your mental health.
Yeah.
Move for your mental health. So it's a bye-bye from us. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want
you.
to say bye-bye to you.
Bye bye. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much.